I think we started playing Madden that's how I originally got into it. Me and my friends were playing Madden. And then I started watching 2005, so the Steelers won the Super Bowl that year, so I'm a bit of a glory hunter. It's been a while since we've been back to the Super Bowl, obviously. But yeah, we play in a fantasy league, so there's 12 of us, fantasy league. All my friends come over on a Sunday and watch Red Zone, so yeah, big NFL fan.
Who's all in the fantasy league? I think you mentioned Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, Anthony Gordon, not my fantasy league, so I've got Sean Longstaff. There's a few lads that I used to play with the previous clubs, and then there's mostly sort of my friends from back home. So we always go to like one NFL game a year, so my friends went to the Vikings-Browns game last week, but I had a game, so unfortunately I couldn't do it. But yeah, we try to go to at least one game every year.
What do you think when you come out to training for an NFL team? What is it?
Well, the first thing I noticed is the size of some of the players. I could not get over it. Like,
Mate, you're like 6'6". What do you
yeah,
mean?
no, I know, but I was looking thinking, wow, like even like just like not even the height, just like the width of some of them was like trying to get through that like offensive line or defensive line was just crazy. But yeah, it was just good to see it. Like even the skill, like the footwork that like we don't really think about. I think in soccer, but from like an NFL point of view, it's so important.
You're pretty big guy, like he mentioned, and you play pretty physically.
Yeah.
Do you think you could hold your own?
Definitely, no, absolutely not. Yeah, I'd like to think I could, but no. Listen, these guys are built for this sport. I don't think there's enough years left for me to train to play at this level.
So who won your fantasy league last year?
I got to the Super Bowl and I was beat by the rookie that year, which was an unfortunate one of my friends called Ross. So yeah, I've made the Super Bowl twice and still not won.
And you mentioned players and the teams, they follow NFL. Which teams do sort of players support? Like Anthony Gordon, for example, is massively into the NFL.
Yeah, it tends to be more players, I think, at the moment for lads. If they, I think with socials you see a lot of like highlight reels of certain players, so it tends to be that. Whereas, yeah, because I was one of the, I say OGs, I only started watching 2005, but yeah, so I picked the team.
Did you have a favorite player, like a one player?
Yeah, it was like Big Ben.
Big Ben was the guy.
Was the guy which I liked just because he was used to like stay in the pocket and throw a lot and take the hits. And I think I like the Steelers anyway, just because of like the loyalty to head coaches and Mike Tomlin and Bill Cowher and stuff. So I think that's what sort of drew us to the Steelers.